Hi, and welcome to my channel and the It Ain't That Bad podcast. My name is Mike, and today's topic to ponder is the harsh realities of turning 70. Now, I'm not quite 70 yet. I've got a couple of months to go, but I'll tell you what, every time my arthritis starts acting up, it's a pretty clear reminder the change is in the wind. And I've actually been noticing this for quite a while. Even back in my 40s, it seemed like every few years there'd be a moment where, out of nowhere, there was just one more thing I couldn't do anymore. Nothing too dramatic, just gone. And it kind of sneaks up on you like that. Energy, stamina, memory. They don't all leave at once. They just quietly start slipping out the back door, one at a time. And nobody really warns you how gradual it is. It's not like you wake up one morning and say, well, that's it, I'm old now. No, it's more like you notice you get tired a little earlier than you used to, and you don't bounce back quite as fast. You start choosing your energy instead of assuming that you'll have it. You walk into a room and you forget why you went in there. You stand there like, well, this was really important a minute ago. I know we've all had that happen. And somewhere along the way, your body starts negotiating with you. You don't just do things anymore. You plan them in advance. All right, if I mow the lawn today, there's a real good chance tomorrow's going to be a recovery day. And that right there, that's a huge shift. Because when you're younger, you don't think about recovery. You just think about what's next. And let's talk about sleep for a second. Because nobody tells you that at this stage of life, sleep turns into something very unpredictable. You go to bed tired. You wake up at 2:30 in the morning, wide awake. And now you're laying there thinking about something you said back in 1983. Or wondering if you locked the garage door. Even though you haven't lived in that house for over 20 years. And here's another one. You know, time speeds up. Now, I know people say that all the time. But when you get close to 70, you really feel it. Weeks don't feel like weeks anymore. Months go by like a long weekend. And years, well, years start stacking up faster than you're comfortable with. And maybe, just maybe the hardest part is realizing that some doors have quietly closed. There are things you're probably not going to do. Chances you're not going to take. And that's not easy to admit. Because in your mind, you're still you. You still feel mentally like the same person you were years ago. Maybe a little wiser, maybe a little slower, but still you. Yeah, so those are some of the harsh realities, but here's what I've been thinking about. Are they really harsh? Or are they just honest? Because along with all of that, something else starts to happen. You get clearer. You start to see through things that used to stress you out. Stuff that used to feel important just doesn't carry the same weight anymore. You don't chase as much. You don't argue as much. You roll with the punches. And you definitely don't worry about what anybody else thinks, like you used to. And there's a certain freedom in that. You know, a quiet kind of freedom. You start appreciating the simple things a lot more. Like a good cup of coffee, a calm morning, a conversation that actually means something. And you realize you don't need as much to feel okay. just maybe, the biggest shift of all is you start understanding time differently. Not in a scary way, but in a more focused way. You stop assuming you have unlimited tomorrows, and you start paying attention to today. So yeah, turning 70 comes with some losses. There's no sugarcoating that. But it also comes with perspective. And if you let it, that perspective can make your life feel a lot lighter, a little more meaningful, and honestly, a little more manageable. Hence the name of this podcast. It ain't that bad. So if you're heading towards this stage of life, or maybe you're already there, I'd say this. Yes, things change, but you're not done, not even close. You just play the game a little differently now, a little smarter. All right, so that's my thoughts for today. If this resonated with you in any way, go ahead, hit that like button. Maybe even subscribe if you haven't already. And if you've noticed some of these same changes, or you got a different take on it, I'd really love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. So until next time, remember, it ain't that bad. And take it easy.